Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm back with a favorites video, and this is for the month of August. I have a lot of skincare that I've been loving this month, and little else apart from that. There's not been that many makeup things that I've discovered this month, but if you are a skincare junkie like me, I think you'll enjoy this one. So if you want to find out more, please stay and watch this video, but before that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. I upload twice a week and I would love to have you back on the channel. So to start everything off, I want to talk to you about the Clinique Pore Refining Solutions. I got this in a haul a while ago. I don't know if you guys remember, but I always like to report back on products that I've spoken about in hauls. And actually, I was recommended this one by so many people. Everyone said it was amazing, and I'd been using the charcoal mask from Mask Bar before, and it was really good, but it was just really messy because it came in like a sachet pack, and it was just really messy to kind of get out all the product and to apply it. I ended up throwing like half the stuff that was in the pack because I couldn't get all the product out, and it was just a bit of a faff, to be honest. So it was really good when I found out this charcoal skincare mask, which was basically the same as the one from Mask Bar, but it comes as a normal mask in a bottle. And it's just so much easier, so much cleaner. You use up all the product, there's no faff, and it's also a lot thinner. This one isn't as rubbery as the one from Mask Bar. It's more like a kind of cream formula, and it's almost a little liquidy when you apply it onto your skin. It goes on quite thin, but then when you kind of leave it on for a little bit, it dries up, and it's really good at cleansing your skin. It gets rid of all the impurities, unblocks all the pores, gets all the blackheads out. I mean, all the blackheads are never going to come out because I have a lot, especially down my T-zone because it's quite oily, and it's just impossible to get rid of everything unless you get extractions. But the mask does a really good job at kind of getting out most of it and leaving your skin really looking kind of clearer and cleaner. I use it mostly down my T-zone, but if I use it all over my face, just like recently I had a really bad breakout around here because I waxed and it just really broke out pretty badly, and I used this and the breakout literally just dried up within a day after using this. So it's really good if you've got acne prone skin as well, and it was just really good to kind of use it all over my face, and I thought it would really dry me out because these charcoal masks tend to really kind of strip your skin. But it wasn't terrible, to be honest. Like, it did feel like my skin was really clean, but it didn't strip my skin, and it still felt kind of nice and comfortable, and it was still moisturized. And when I really get all my skin stripped in the areas where it doesn't need to be stripped because it doesn't have that much oil, I feel that the masks sometimes make me break out. But this mask was actually really good because I didn't break out even after using it all over my face. Even though around here I'm quite dry, it was still pretty good. So actually, if you've got acne prone skin, you've got a lot of blackheads and you're kind of a lot of blemishes, this is a great mask to kind of clarify and clean out your skin, and I would definitely recommend it. The next skincare mask I want to talk about is this one by Mask Bar. As you know, I love their skincare masks. I've used them so many times. If you don't know about this brand, it's a Korean brand, but they retail it at Boots, and it's pretty affordable. The only thing with this mask is, like, sheet masks, they're great because obviously they come in their little sachet. You just pop it on and they're wonderful. But the other masks they sell also come in like a sachet format, which is kind of annoying because you can't get all the product out. But this one is their mud mask, and it is honestly amazing. I bought this because, like I said, I broke out quite badly here, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get rid of it just with the Clinique mask, but I actually found that this one also really helped. So this one also comes in like a sachet format, and you just need to kind of squeeze the product out, which is kind of annoying, but it is worth it because the product is so good. You need to leave it on for about 15 or 20 minutes, and it's just a normal white clay mask. You pop it on, and honestly, it doesn't strip your skin at all. It's a little bit like the Charlotte Tilbury clay mask. It kind of leaves your skin hydrated, but at the same time really kind of pops out all the impurities, really dries up if you have any blemishes or kind of any blackheads. It just dries them up, draws out all the impurities. So it's great to get rid of kind of any blemishes or any blackheads. It doesn't strip your skin completely, but it does clear out quite a lot. And like it says here, it soothes, calms skin and bumps while helping control excess oil. So it honestly is great if you need something that's going to clean your skin, but you don't want it to be kind of completely stripped. Another product I want to talk about is this rubber mask by Dr. Jart. It's the Hydration Lover Mask, and I did a video where I tested this one on screen. I will link it in the screen now if you haven't seen that video. But basically, it's kind of a weird mask. It's like a rubber mask, and you put it on, and it's like nothing I've ever tried before. But if you want to find out more about how this mask works, I will link the other video so that you can actually have a look. And I actually test it on camera, put it on with you guys, and it's a really interesting mask to see because it's like rubber, but it actually feels quite kind of like gel actually, as opposed to rubber. I was kind of freaked out by the fact that it was a rubber mask, if I'm honest. I got this one when I was out in Milan, and I popped into a local Sephora, which obviously we don't have here in the UK, which is very sad. But I saw these ones and they sort of caught my eye. Again, it's a Korean skincare brand, but they retail mostly in the US. And I was really excited to try this one because I thought that a rubber mask seems like something quite interesting. It is a little bit pricey because you just get one in the whole sachet, but it's actually something completely different to what I thought it would be. I thought it would be kind of hard and really uncomfortable on your skin. You need to leave it on for about 20 minutes to half an hour, I think. And I thought it was going to be really uncomfortable, but it actually feels just like gel. It's really cooling. The rubber doesn't feel weird on your skin, and oh my god, it is amazing. It honestly hydrates your skin, and it kind of gives you a really beautiful glow when you've used it, but you don't look greasy or oily. It just kind of gives you a kind of lit from within glow. And you'll see in the video the before and after, my face just honestly looks so kind of hydrated and luminous after I've used the mask. I really liked it. It is a little bit on the pricier side, but I think it's totally worth it. And my only gripe with it is that it comes with a little jar that you put the product on your face, and that jar comes with enough product for my face, at least for twice. So I've saved it in the fridge, and I've used it a second time, and it wasn't as effective as the first time, but honestly, don't throw it away because it is, you know, it is pricey, so you don't want to throw out so much product. But I wish it just came with a little bit less product and it was a little bit cheaper, or maybe they could come in like 2 dosages because it's a bit of a waste to have it just in one pot. But hey, it's a good mask, so what can you do? Staying on the topic of skincare, but now for body products, I wanted to talk to you about this anti-cellulite cream that I've tried. I got this one in Spain, but I'll see if I can find anywhere that sells it kind of internationally, and I'll pop the link in the info box below. But it's this one by Ellen Sil, and it's called Slim Design, and basically it's supposed to be kind of a targeting cream for your cellulite, and I tend to really have a lot of disbelief in these creams. Like, I never think they're going to work, but this one actually works really, really well. And I'm not sure if it's reduced my cellulite because, you know, I think that takes kind of years to show up, but it definitely is really hydrating. I love that it's really cooling. It feels really nice. The one I was using before this was actually like a weird sort of gel, and it actually made your skin become really, really hot, and it was just really uncomfortable. This one's really nice. It's like a really thin texture. It kind of absorbs into your skin within minutes, and I don't know if it's kind of reduced my cellulite or not, but I definitely don't have any more ever since I've started to use this cream. You're supposed to use it just once a day after your shower. There's some that you need to use kind of 2 or 3 times a day, and I just find those too much of a faff. But this one works really well because it's just really simple to use, absorbs really quickly, doesn't leave you kind of feeling sticky or anything, and I definitely have noticed that there's no more cellulite ever since I started using it, so I would highly recommend this one if you're looking for something to target those kind of difficult areas. I use it on my thighs, my tummy, the back of my arms, and you basically just need to massage it in kind of circular motions and then just kind of pull your skin upwards with your hand, just massage it upwards. And yeah, I mean, it's just a couple of minutes that you need to massage it in. Make sure you use it every day though, because I find with a lot of these creams, you know, people say, oh, it doesn't work, but they just use it kind of once and then they forget about it and they don't use it for a week. And you have to be consistent because that's the main thing with these kind of products. If you're consistent, most of them do show results. But like I said, I just like this one because it's so convenient. And finally, on the topic of skincare, I wanted to talk about this Dermalogica Overnight Clearing Gel. It's definitely not a new product, but I've been using this one for a while and I sort of forgot about it for some time. And I've come back to it because I was using the ordinary kind of glycolic acid thing that I got. It's like a little serum and it was great, don't get me wrong. I really liked it and it was in my last favorites video, but I have to say that recently I started using this one because I ran out of that one, and this one is so much better. Like I said, I got that breakout here and I used this kind of a couple of nights and I noticed such a huge difference in the amount of kind of that the breakout dried up. I have one here now on my chin and I've started to use it, and I've used it last night and it's almost dried up completely. It's a clear gel and it comes like, it does feel a little bit sticky when you put it on your face, but it doesn't feel uncomfortable, and I just use it over the areas where I actually have a blemish. Like, I use it really targetedly. But you can use it all over your face if you're sort of acne prone. I just find it dries out my skin too much and I sort of get too much flaky skin around here if I use it all over my face. But if you want to dry out a breakout, it is honestly amazing and it works wonders literally overnight. Moving on to hair care now, I wanted to talk about this mask by Roots and Rituals. I actually got this product sent to me and I featured it on like an Instagram stories recently, and I've tried it and it's honestly an amazing mask. I basically use this on kind of my mid-lengths and ends. My hair is quite dry, like just kind of from here down to the bottom, just because obviously I do have balayage like I've spoken about in a lot of videos, and when you bleach your hair, no matter how much care you take of it, it does dry out. And this one is basically it says here, it's a ultra hydrating hair mask for dry and damaged colored hair and also for weakened hair. So it's suitable for medium hair types and also fine hair types. So I would say mine is kind of on the medium to thick side, but it still works really well. I find that it doesn't make my hair kind of greasy or oily or kind of weighs it down. You have to use it sparingly because if you use too much of it, it can look a little bit kind of heavy on your hair. But if you use it sparingly, you just need a little bit, and it's a big tub, so a little bit goes a long way, and so this will last you for a really long time. And I just kind of use it, like I said, mid-lengths and ends, and it just works really, really well. I find that when I use it, my hair looks really shiny and glossy and really hydrated. It's made with argan oil, and it also has like rosehip seed oil, and quite a few other oils in there, and it also has some keratin, so it's really, really good and really hydrating for your hair. So it's a really good one if you have dry and damaged hair, especially if you have colored hair. They do ship internationally. It's a business I think that only sells it online, but I will put all the links in the info box below as usual so you can get your hands on it if you want it. Finally, for hair care, I've got this product from Living Proof. I have spoken about Living Proof products before and I absolutely love them. They are a little bit pricey, but they are honestly so worth the money. I got it from Space NK, which I think is the only place that retails Living Proof products like physically. I'm sure you can get it online. I will pop some links below. But this one is the Healthy Hair Dry Shampoo. It is honestly so good. Firstly, it has the most amazing smell. It has like it's kind of sweet and a little bit kind of floral as well. I really like it. You have to smell it. It almost smells like a perfume. And it claims that it actually cleans your hair, and I have to say it is probably true. It does leave a lot of white residue, but I think like with most dry shampoos that actually clean your hair, there's always a lot of white residue. I always like to kind of spray it on, leave it on for about 5-10 minutes, massage it into my hair, and then just brush my hair out, and I find the white residue goes away completely. And I have pretty dark hair, and I don't think it makes my hair look grey or anything. And this one, the residue comes off really easily, but it definitely absorbs all the grease. It gives you loads of volume. It really cleans it out. I've been using the Chlorine ones for years, and I actually much prefer this one because I find it's lighter on the hair, doesn't leave it so kind of sticky, brushes out really easily, gives you loads of volume, loads of lift, and the smell is absolutely amazing. So you literally feel like you've just washed your hair. Moving on to makeup now, I wanted to talk about this product which I've spoken about to death in my last few videos, but basically I've literally been using this every day, and it's the Healthy Glow from Charlotte Tilbury. It is honestly such an amazing product. It's basically a tinted moisturizer, but not like any other tinted moisturizer I've tried before. I've never been a big fan of tinted moisturizers. I just find that they don't really do much, to be honest, and I much preferred BB creams. But this one comes out like white cream. It feels a little bit gritty, which is not the most amazing texture, but when you massage it into your skin, it just adapts to your skin tone, and it just gives you the most beautiful bronze glow like you've been on the beach, and it just blurs over all your imperfections, and it just looks honestly amazing. I really like it. And it looks really great under makeup, but it also looks amazing just on its own. And when I'm just kind of popping around to do errands or I'm going to the gym, I literally just put on a little bit and it lasts the whole day. It doesn't have any SPF, so I do use SPF underneath if I'm going to be out in the sun. Or, if you are going to use a BB cream on top, then you can skip the SPF in my opinion. But it just looks so good. If I need a little bit of concealer, if I have a blemish or just underneath my eyes, I just put this, a little bit of concealer, and I'm ready to go. And it looks so good, and it just looks great for the summer, I think, as well, because sometimes I get more tanned on my body, and this is nice to kind of balance out my face, which is usually a little bit fairer than my body. And if you want to go makeup free, I would definitely recommend it because it's great. It looks like you're wearing nothing. It's completely undetectable, but at the same time, it just makes you look kind of really beautiful and fresh and glowing. Another product I picked up when I was traveling in July was the Professional from Benefit, and I've never been a big fan of primers, you guys know this, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this in my last favorites, but ever since I got it, I've been using it so much. It's so great. Like, I literally just pop it on my T-zone, just around this area here where my pores are a little bit more open, and on my forehead, my chin, and I find that it just really kind of closes my pores, and it just makes my skin look really smooth. Makeup glides on really well. It doesn't dry me out, which is something that a lot of serums do, but it just also stops me from getting oily, and it just makes my skin look a little bit smoother. It doesn't feel silicone-y. On the contrary, it feels really velvety, and I really like the texture. I've never been a big fan of primers, like, you know, but I think this one really makes a difference in terms of how smooth my skin looks. Another makeup product I've discovered this month is this Eyelaw eyebrow pencil by Fleur de Force. I love all the products she's done for Eyelaw, from her eyelashes to the brow powder. I've tried every single one, and I think they're all amazing. This one is great because it comes with like a lighter pencil on one side and then a darker pencil on the other side. And I think it's so nice to have both colors because you can kind of customize it to the right shade for you. And I also like to kind of make this area of my brow a little bit darker and this one a little bit lighter at the front so that it doesn't look too boxy. It does come in 3 shades, a medium, a dark, and a light. I have the medium, and I think that works really well for my kind of brown hair. It's like a darker brown hair. This one works really well, but like I said, obviously you can customize it to whatever your hair color is. I really like it because it's really fine. It's really easy to create really thin hairs. It looks really natural. It's kind of soft, so it's easy to apply. It's not too hard that you literally can't paint anything on your eyebrows, but at the same time it's not so soft that it just kind of smudges out all over the place. I usually tend to layer this up with powder after I've used it, but if I'm using it on its own, it also works really well and looks really natural, which I really like. I then use a spoolie to kind of brush it out, and I think it looks really great. But normally what I do is I apply this first, and then I layer it over with the eyeliner powder that she created as well, and it looks so great with the both products together. This one also doesn't break so easily, which was one of my biggest gripes with the MAC Lingering Pencil, and I find that it's just so much easier to apply. That one was really difficult to kind of screw out. This one just kind of glides out and in so easily, and it's just a really good eyebrow pencil, and it's also super affordable. So if you're looking for one, I would definitely recommend this. And finally, for makeup, I have this L'Oreal lipstick. I've had this for a little while, but I haven't been using it until now, and I think it's a really beautiful red. It just comes with a doe foot applicator, and it's really thin, which I really like because you can like then put it nicely into your cupid's bow and get into like the corners of your lips. And basically it's supposed to be a long-lasting lipstick, but it's not too drying. I also don't find it very long-lasting, but it's just got a really beautiful shade of red. It's in the red shade 506. It looks quite glossy, but then it dries out to a more matte finish. And then it's got a balm on the other side, which you can apply over the top, and then it just looks really kind of nice and glossy. It does sheer it out a little bit, but I really like it for the summer, daytime, like a natural kind of red that looks really kind of summery and vibrant, but that's not too intense. It's a little bit orangey on the shade, but I think it's kind of a really neutral orangey shade, if you understand what I mean. But it looks really great on most skin tones, I think, so it's a great one for the summer. Finally, I have a little piece of jewelry that I wanted to talk about. I've mentioned this in my jewelry collection video, which I will link in the screen now if you haven't seen it, but it's basically these stud earrings by J. Rosé. They kind of simulate diamond studs, but they are actually from cubic zirconia, and they're with silver, and they look honestly so beautiful. I've been wearing these so much. I thought I wouldn't get so much wear out of these because they're quite small, and I don't really like very small earrings, but they are honestly so versatile. You can wear them literally with everything. They go with everything. And in the summer, I kind of either like to wear really statement earrings or just really tiny ones that are really casual and, you know, they're not too out there. And I find that these are great ones to kind of pair up instead of my pearl ones, because I find that I was just kind of wearing those all the time. And now I kind of switch between the both, which is quite nice. So that was it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and please do let me know in the comments below what you have been loving through the month of August. Thank you so much for watching again, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. Bye!